Antalya'dan mutlu günler. Rixos Sungate'deyiz. Uzun yıllar Manchester City ve Arsenal'ın formalarını terletti. Tam 3 sezonda Başakşehir'de forma giydi. Clichy bizimle birlikte, aynı zamanda Galatasaray taraftarlarına da bir sürprizimiz var. Angelino'yu da yakından tanıyor. Kendisine soracağım ama öncelikle bir hoş geldin diyeyim tabii ki. Clichy, hi.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us for this interview, especially you are on holiday with your family. How it's going on?
Very good. You know, we lived here in Turkey, in Istanbul for 3 years. After COVID, we left.
Yeah.
And we always say for all this time, we will come back because we had a really good time and we love the people here. So first time in Antalya with the family and so far, so good.
Good weather, good people, and I think you miss Antalya very much.
Yes, well, you know, we live here 3 years and we always said we will come back with the family. So now we're here for 7 days in Antalya. We love it here because, you know, in life, the point of life is to make connection, meet people, and Turkish people work with their heart. And we really like that. We really loved it. And so far so good. The holidays is going well.
And let's start your career. After many successful seasons, your football career is over, right? What do you do in nowadays?
It's not over yet. You know, I give myself a few weeks, maybe, you know, I have something in mind. But the last 3 years I've been doing my badges to become coach. It's going on well. So now it's a matter of finding the next project. So maybe I can play for 1 more year, depending if something good come. If not, I will stop and then I will start coaching. But you know, when you play for 20, 21 years, you play every 3 days because Arsenal, City and Başakşehir, you know, European competition. If I have to stop, it will be nice to kind of take some time to relax, to refresh, you know, recharge the battery. And then after we go again because football is, you know, my life. So I will go again.
Maybe we will see you as a coach in the Super League in the future. What do you say?
Well, I don't say no because, like I said, you know, I played here 3 years. I was lucky because I've been successful everywhere I went. I won Arsenal, I won at City, and I won at Başakşehir. I hope I left a good image, you know, of Turkey, of myself in Turkey. So listen, if I'm good and someone is okay to give me a chance, I will take it because I think I will do well.
And let's talk about your Başakşehir career. You played football for 3 seasons for Başakşehir, you know, and you have won a Super League title also. What does this trophy mean to you?
It means a lot. It means a lot, and obviously, the Turkish league is not better than the Premier League, but this trophy means that I have written my name into history. You know, it's the first time Başakşehir won the title. I think it's the only 5th team in the last 60 years to win the league. So that's a big achievement. So it was a moment in my career where I had more responsibility. I was really close with Abdul Hoca, with Okan Hocam also. And like I've said, you know, we've met a lot of people. And to win something for a club that never won it is a massive achievement. And for me, that was the objective. I came, I work hard, I've done it, so I'm really proud of that.
And you say that your former coach is Okan Buruk and you worked with together in the past when you were in Başakşehir, you know. Did you talk after Galatasaray win the championship?
Of course.
Did you celebrate him?
Of course. You know, I've been in touch with him since I left. I always, you know, send him messages. We spoke on the phone. We did some work as well together, you know, in terms of football. And of course, when they became champion, I sent to him, you know, congratulations, because we work for this in life. You know, when you play sports at this level, you work hard every day, Monday to Sunday. So at the end of the year, you can have the trophy and you can celebrate. So of course, you have to say congratulations. It's maybe easier to win with Gala than Başakşehir because Gala is a big club, but it's always an achievement. So I'm going to be following next year because Champions League is very important. But he knows, you know, he played abroad, he played in Italy. He's a very good manager, a good man manager, and I think he deserves that. And I hope this year, you know, with the Champions League, he will be able to cope with the league and the Champions League.
And Okan Buruk loves Galatasaray too much. Everybody knows that. This is okay, but he always says that he wants to be a coach in Europe in the future. What do you think about it?
Of course, you know, when you it's not saying that Turkish league is not better than Premier League, but if you are a competitor, you always want to test and compare yourself to the best. So you can only compare yourself and test yourself if you go outside of your comfort zone. Turkey, for him, is like comfort. It's home. People know him. He won twice already in few years the league. So if you want to learn something new and you want to test something new, you have to go abroad. So I think he has the quality to do it. And I believe in football, and even more in manager. When you become a manager, it's more about the timing and the opportunities. So you can be a great coach and not have the opportunity to win.
Yeah.
Abdul Hocam was, for me, one of the best in Turkey. For so long, he never won the title. He went to Trabzon, been successful there. So you get the recognition in life with the trophies. But sometimes the work and the process is more important. So of course, going away for him could be a step up.
But language is important, right? When you look, Turkish coaches don't prefer to go abroad, you know, because of the language. So this is the important point.
Yes, it's important. It's not just the language, it's the culture also.
Yeah.
You know, when you used to live a certain life, it's difficult to go away. And that's what we say, you know, when you are in your comfort zone, you feel nice, you know, you have money, people love you. And it's always difficult to go from that, outside of the comfort zone. I think he's done it before because he played away. He speaks French.
Yeah.
He speaks Turkish, obviously. He speaks English. I think he speaks Italian. He shouldn't have a problem. And in terms of, you know, capacity of going away, he's probably the one that can travel the most. So I hope for him that he can see something else, you know, outside Turkey. But we'll see. We'll see.
Do you have any plans to work in Turkey, in the Super League?
No,
in the
no.
future? No?
For me, you know, obviously I have a good relationship with Başakşehir because I play there. But you have big teams in Turkey. You know, you have the 4 big teams, and you have also Trabzon that come, you know, just after. And I would say when you start a new career as a young manager, you have to decide where you want to go according to the project. So it's not so much about the club; it's more about the project. Will you be there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years? Do you have time to work? Do they believe in you? And if you find someone, a club that believe in you, of course you go. But
after you left Başakşehir, any clubs, any big clubs wanted to you in their team?
You remember Damien Komoli was in Fenerbahce, so we were in touch, and he wanted me to kind of be involved because he's the one who scouted me and signed me when I was in Cannes in France, when I was 16, to sign for Arsenal. So we are really close. So he asked me maybe I should come and I should join. But for me, it was time. Sometimes, you know, when you do something good, going away and staying on your success is not bad. So I left, and I was happy to watch Başakşehir in the first year Champions League campaign.
And you played Başakşehir for 3 seasons, right? And what are the good and bad things for the Super League? What do you think about it?
I think what's good is that there are a lot of talented players. I mean, for me, it was really crazy to see how much players we have in Turkey. You can name them, you know. One just signed for Madrid. I was lucky, I played with İrfan Kahveci.
Yeah.
You know, those kind of players are very special. And I think the bad thing is because they are scared to go away, you know. They're scared to go away because, again, we're talking about the comfort zone. When you're here and you're the king, you want to stay here. You get money, you play in front of big fans, big club. But sometimes, you know, to feel the desire to go outside and show people that you can be even better is not always the decision that the young players take. So I'm really happy to see that this young boy going to Madrid, and I wish him good luck because you become a big player when you play for big teams. So in Turkey, we have big teams, but in Europe, you have bigger teams. And I think the best players need to go away. So for me, that's the bad thing, that we don't see enough Turkish players with the talent they have. We should be able to see more players going away.
You say that young player went to Real Madrid, you know, Arda Güler. Everybody knows him and everybody speaks to him, you know that. How do you see Arda's future in Real Madrid?
It's hard. You can't really plan something because, first of all, he's only 17, 18. And when you think that a football player become a real football player at 21 years old, he still have 5 years to arrive there. And between those 5 years, there's so much that can happen. You know, he can feel lonely over there. He doesn't speak Spanish yet. Maybe the family will miss him.
But he has to speak Spanish, right?
Of course.
Has to.
Of course, that's the first thing. You have to go there and you have to take your bag and say, okay, I'm coming. I've heard that he said that he's going there to play. which is a very good thing. I've seen him play and he's very good, but Turkish level, you know, the league of Turkey is so much different than being in Madrid. So you will only realize that when you arrive there. So you will follow, but it won't be easy because obviously, you know, when you arrive in a club like this, you have to win and you have to be good from Monday to Sunday. And this is really the most challenging thing as a player. You know, it's not that you play one good game now and then for 3 weeks you play bad. You have to play good every day. And that's being consistent is probably the hardest thing for a young player. So I wish him good luck. It's not going to be easy, but he has the quality to do well.
What will your advice to Arda?
The advice is to be, I don't know him, but the first thing is to know how much he loves football. I know I love football. Before my family, football was everything. So, example, when I was a young boy, if I had to draw at school, I would draw football player. If I had to go for a carnival, you know, and dress up, I would dress up as a football player. So, if he loves football this much, with the quality he has, he will be a success. But you have to be able to understand the people around you in the dressing room, big player in the dressing room. You have to inspire yourself with them and you have to be able to work more than them, you know, because in today football, you need to work, you need to run hard, you need to defend well. And when you're young, they will wait for him to perform and to act this way.
Okay, Clichy, let's talk about a little bit of European football, right? Your two former teams, Arsenal and Manchester City, competed for the Premier League title, you know, last season. What did you feel when you were watching this match? I'm curious about that.
It was beautiful. It's nice because Arsenal, you know, for the last 10 years, they struggled really hard since Arsene Wenger left. So it was nice to see them again compete for the title. Deep inside, I knew that Man City was going to come back. Why? Because for me, right now, they are the best club in Europe. The way, it's not about the results, even if they won the treble. It's more about the way a club is working from 1 week to another week, for 1 month to another month, and year after year. They won the title for five times out of 6 years. And this is something that we never seen before. So I knew all the way that if during this game, Arsenal against City, if City won the game, I think Arsenal was going to be in big trouble. It happened, they have experience, they won the treble this year, so obviously they were the best team. But it's nice to see this. It's nice to see young team like Arsenal with young players, talented players, coming and challenging. The good question would be now, can they perform in the league again? Can they also play in Champions League? Can they play in FA Cup and the League Cup? It's very difficult. It's a big calendar, but when you're a big club, you need to be able to compete in all those competitions. So I was like every fan, you know. I was watching, I was waiting for beautiful football, and I was happy because it was my two teams, previous team. Whoever wins, great for them. Manchester City is a special team, a special club, and obviously what they do is phenomenal, and you want this, you know, you want them to stay there and you want the other team to kind of try to catch them.
And you also worked with Pep Guardiola and Arsene Wenger, right? And how did their coaching style?
For me, it's two different generations. At the time, Arsene, I remember his staff was maybe him and he had 2 assistants plus the goalkeeper coach. Pep has already 8, 9 people working with him. The demand of football and football player is different. Nowadays, we are more into details. So just to make people understand, before with Arsene Wenger, if you had the best players, most of the time you will win the game. Now in football, you know, even team with a smaller budget who don't have the best players can make it difficult for big teams. So you have to be good on your health, you know, your lifestyle. You need to sleep good, you need to eat good, you need to work well, you need to work with everybody. The club need to spend money. That's a big fact now in football. You need to spend money to have the best player and to win. And
did they strict the rules? For example, Pep Guardiola.
Yes. With him, it's very strict, you know, but it's very normal because for him, it's if you have more than 2 kilos on top, you will not train with the team and you will just run and you will work separately from the team.
But you don't have this kind of problem.
No, I'm lucky for this. I'm lucky. But it is like this because in the end, if you want to win every game, you need to be professional and you need to be elite. You know, so if you're elite professional, you need to make sure that you are perfectly fit to play the game. If not, you will get injured. If you get injured, the team is not able to use you. And then, you know, we have 25 players, so all the players need to do this. And in the end, the more you can pass this message to your players, the better you will be as a team. And for me, the difference between the two managers is really that, you know, one is 25 years ago and now is right now, you know.
And my last question, I want to ask your friend, Angelino. You were a good left back when you were playing, you know, Başakşehir. And Galatasaray wants to transfer Angelino in nowadays. What do you want to say about this transfer? You were when you were playing Manchester City, right?
Yes. Well, he was young at the time. And I would say that in football now, it's important to know what kind of player you have. And he's a very offensive player. So if you use him as an offensive player, he will be amazing because he's very strong, he's very fast, he's got a good cross, you know, he can pass the ball really well. Defensively, he can work on this. So I think if you know this and you take him and you put him in the right environment, he will be probably one of the best left back that Turkey have this year. If the team is struggling and they have to defend more, it will be a little bit more difficult because he's a little bit like Marcelo from Madrid. Yeah. Very good offensively, probably the best. Defensively, not so good, maybe. But if you have a team who has the ball and who go forward, it will be unbelievable. And I think for me, if Gala sign him, it's a very good signing, yes.
It will be a really good transfer.
Oh yes, definitely, definitely. He has experience, he's young, he knows football. And when you go into a campaign with League, the Cup and the Champions League, you need to have experience and very good talented players. He's one of those. So
have you talked with him in these days?
No.
For Galatasaray or in Turkey maybe?
No. I never spoke with him.
Okay.
I've seen it yesterday that they wanted to sign him. Yeah. And I think he's great, but I didn't speak to him, no.
Okay. Thank you, Clichy.
Thank you very much.
It was a really good chat for us.
Okay.
And good holidays.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Clichy ile birlikteydik değerli izleyenler. Hem onun kariyerini konuştuk, biraz tabii geçmişe gittik. Manchester City'yi konuştuk, Arsenal'ı konuştuk, çalıştığı teknik direktörleri konuştuk. Tabii olmazsa olmaz Okan Buruk ve Galatasaray'dan da bahsettik. Görüşmek üzere.